Some very snazzy music. I like it. Eric the Travel Guy back with you here. The U.S. State Department has updated the travel warning for the country of Mexico. I'm happy to report most of the tourist spots you as Americans want to visit are perfectly safe to travel to. Now, I know some of you are concerned because, you read news headlines with, well, some pretty grisly details with the beheadings and abductions and all that. So I completely understand your hesitation. But for those concerned, I'd encourage you to do a little research, get out an atlas, and really look at where those crimes are being committed, okay? In some cases, they're thousands of miles away from major tourist destinations. And these crimes are being committed by members of drug cartels against each other and law enforcement. Unfortunately, occasionally there are tourists involved, but certainly not targeted. It's extremely rare. You have to understand, tourism is a very big business in Mexico. It's the 10th most visited country on the planet. You may not have known that. It's the second most visited in the Americas after the United States, and close to 22.5 million people come home every year from fantastic vacations to Mexico. So I'd like you to reconsider this country for your next vacation and go to the State Department website and look at the warnings. And the reason the State Department has very specific geographic warnings for the country is because the U.S. and Mexican authorities have a decent amount of good intelligence about the turf wars going on. I mean, it's been going on a long time. And primarily these crimes are happening in and around the U.S.-Mexican border, some of the outlying and rural areas. But the big story here, Cancun, Cozumel, the Riviera Maya, Tulum, which are all on the Caribbean side, are all perfectly safe to travel to. On the Pacific side, you've got Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, Acapulco, which again, when you stay in the tourist areas, they're also very safe to travel to. Now, I do want you to use common sense when you travel, but that's pretty much anywhere you travel, so not just Mexico. Now, you're going to find plenty of daily nonstop flights from New York to major spots such as Cancun, Cozumel, Mexico City, and Los Cabos. And peak season starts about mid-November and runs through the end of the year. Then it kind of dips down a bit, and then it picks up again in March because of spring break. And some hoteliers jack up the rates in the summertime because they know that's when a lot of Americans like to travel. But if it were me, I would plan a trip to visit in February. That's one of my favorite months to visit Mexico. Thank you for watching and happy travels.